So, are you thinking of doing a trip to Portugal and Spain? Well, we've got you covered. We can help you. We had a 12-day trip from Lisbon through northern Spain, ending in Barcelona. We used Globus Tours, but you can do this trip on your own. We'll have maps showing each of our days' travel so you can check out our itinerary. We started in lovely Lisbon. What a beautiful city. Headed north through northern Spain. One of the standouts was San Sebastian, just amazing, and ended in vibrant Barcelona. Don't forget, if you're enjoying our video and you want to see more, then come aboard and subscribe to our channel. So let's get things started. Let's head to the airport, and our first stop will be Lisbon, Portugal. So we did it, we're here. We've arrived in Lisbon. We had a really good flight. I've got to mention we bought these travel pillows. So on the flight themselves, we slept pretty darn good. So we're ready to go. So we really advise, these travel pillows are great. So I'll have a link in the description for Amazon.ca, Amazon Canada, so you can check them out if you're interested. But they really work good, we'll recommend those. We're here, we're in Lisbon. The weather is not cooperating. It's pretty wet right now. This is day one of 12. Day one, let's get going. So we're at St. George's Castle, one of the major landmarks in Lisbon. Dates back to the 8th century BC, so it's an old one. Amazing views when you get up here, just amazing views. So climb up. It took a while to get up here. It's a fairly long climb, but once you get here, the views are more than worth it, and the castle is really cool. So definitely a must-do while you're in Lisbon. There's so many amazing things to see and do in Lisbon. And if you want to see more about Lisbon, we have a video devoted to an in-depth look at the top things to do in Lisbon. So if you're interested in seeing more about this beautiful city, check out our Lisbon is a must-see video. There's a link on the top of the screen right now to this video, or wait till the end of the video. There'll be another link to our more in-depth Lisbon video. Make sure to check it out. Alright, we've got day 2 about to start. You can see the weather is a little iffy today, kind of like yesterday. But anyway, we got a really good day today. We're going to go see Lisbon. We're going to see the Monument to the Discoveries and Belém Tower. And we're going to have a tour of Geronimo's Monastery. And in the afternoon, we're going to do something special. I think we're going out to Gocho Beach and Cascais and Quiles Palace. So we got a lot going on today. Let's get to it and hope this weather gets better. So here we are. Here's the Belém Tower right here. Really windy today, but there it is. Beautiful spot. That a tower that defended the city of Lisboa for hundreds of years ago. We're in the Geronimo Monastery right now. Just a beautiful spot. We're on a tour, so, but this dates back hundreds and hundreds of years ago. It is. Cascais right now. Wow. It's a little bit of a trip along the coast from Lisbon, but it's, you know, it's a half-day trip at most. Whoa. It's absolutely gorgeous. So check this out. You've got to come to Cascais. Let me just even turn around here. And we're going to see the beach right there. So take that day trip, or even half-day trips, and come to Cascais. So right now we're at Cape Roca, the most western spot in Europe, or actually most western spot in continental Europe, and there it is right behind me, the spot. Atlantic Ocean right behind me. Hey, it's about an hour out of Lisbon. If you've got the time, come and do it. And there's the lighthouse right back there, the lighthouse at Cape Roca. Come and do it, man. This is spectacular. Like, wow. While in Lisbon, we stayed in SMY Lisboa Hotel. The hotel was quite nice. The location is north of the older part of the city, so be prepared to do some walking. Here we are, day 3. Can't believe it. It's our last day in Lisbon. So we're leaving Lisbon today. Gotta say, Lisbon has maybe become one of our favorite cities there is. Just so beautiful, friendly people. It's so much to see. But now we're moving on. With the end result today in day 3, we're going to get to Porto. And on the way, we're going to stop in Fatima. After we're finished with Fatima, we're heading then on to Porto, where we're going to go to the stock exchange and then onto a pork winery. So that should be a blast. So bye bye Lisbon, but Porto, we're coming to see you. So we've made our way to Fatima, which is the most religious spot in Portugal. And you can see the shrine behind me. So there is the shrine of Fatima and the sanctuary to the Holy Rosary. So there's a lot going on here. So it's a very religious site, and it is huge. So this is our stop as we drive towards Porto. I think we're going to be here for about an hour.
Hey, subscribe and hit the bell.
at Sandeman Port Winery right now. We're going to go in and have a tour and some samples, and it's going to be an excellent part of this tour today. What do we call this thing? Francesina?
Something like that, yeah.
Yo, look at the middle of that. That's nuts. It's bacala something.
That's the pod.
In Porto, we stayed in the Holiday Inn Portugal. It was a very nice hotel with a lovely restaurant and bar. Most of the rooms had beautiful views, and it was only a 5-minute taxi to the river. It's a beautiful old city, and look, it's like a fort. We're on day 4, and day 4 is, well, leaving Porto, which we absolutely loved Porto. It was fantastic. But now we're on leaving Portugal, and we're heading to Spain for the first day. And on the way we'll end up in Santiago de Compostela. And on the way, we're going to stop in Vigo, and also in La Toja Island, where we're going to see the church that's covered with seashells. And right now, we're in Valencia. It's a walled city. You can see here a walled city. So we're just going to get a little bite to eat, but should be a fun day. So we did stop in this little town of Valencia, and I hope they do it if you get a chance, because it's really, really nice, and there was really beautiful little cobblestone streets, really high-class shops. Decor looked amazing, and then we're at some fortress that looks out over the countryside, and right behind me, supposedly, is Spain. So we're this close to Spain. Let's get there. So we're stopping in the beautiful seaside city of Vigo for a quick lunch. We went to a charming little bistro called Taberna e Pedra and ordered some traditional food. Small green peppers called padrón. They have a mild flavor but so delicious. We also ordered fried baby squid. The butter and garlic just made it so flavorful it melted in your mouth. Maybe the best meal we've had so far. So good. So we're at La Toga, I think it's La Toga Island, and here is the seashell church. The church completely covered in seashells. So it's another stop on the tour. Let's just check this out. But wow, this area is for the rich and famous, for it looks like. It is absolutely something to see. In Santiago, we stayed in the Santiago Plaza Hotel. It was a nice hotel, but wasn't really within walking distance to the old town. So here we are on day 5, and we're in Santiago de Compostela. And you can see behind me, we are in the main square. So day 5 will be a tour of the old town of Santiago de Compostela, and in the afternoon we're going to La Corona. So enjoy, it should be a really good full day. This square, the Plaza del Obrador, has deep symbolism, as it's the end of the Camino de Santiago pilgrimage. Pilgrims walk hundreds of kilometers before they arrive right here. In the afternoon, we had an excursion. We traveled to A Coruña. A Coruña is a beautiful port city. Our plan was to visit the old town for lunch, and later see the Tower of Hercules. So we have, I believe this is a Spanish omelette with potato and prawns. And then we have, what do we have here?
Scallops.
Are those scallops? Cuatro scallops. They look delicious.
Wow.
Always serve simple heat. For dinner in Santiago, we went to O Sendero. It was about a 10-minute taxi ride from the hotel. What an amazing restaurant. The atmosphere, the service, and the food, all fantastic. Some of the best food we probably ever had. We had octopus carpaccio. What amazing rich flavor. And cheese croquettes. Perfect crispy shell with delicious creamy cheese inside. We also had pork cheek, which was to die for, and sea bream, which was perfectly cooked. It was mouth-watering. So we're on day 6, and we're heading out of Santiago de Compostela, and we're heading towards a little small fishing village called Lucarsa, and then we're on to Ovadio. So let's get started on day 6. So, looks like we've made it to Lucarsa, which is a little fishing village right on the Atlantic Ocean. So we're going to check that out. It's got little cafes and maybe some places for some cider. We'll see, but let's check it out. Really pretty little spot. Hey, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified when we put out a new video. In Ovadio, we stayed in the AC Ovadio Forum Hotel. It was a really nice hotel, modern, in the downtown area. It was in a great location close to all the sites and lots of restaurants. We walked downtown and we found this classy, fancy, traditional Spanish restaurant, La Corte. We started with Andalusian stew, which came with chickpeas, pork belly, blood sausage, and chorizo. Wow, was it delicious, but wow, was it filling. And we also had salada rosa, which was a prawn salad. For mains, we had Iberian pork skirt and cod. What a fantastic traditional Spanish meal. Our time in Oviedo is over as we continue to travel east in northern Spain.
So, we're on day 7. We have left Oviedo and we're on our way to San Sebastian. But before we get there, we're stopping in Santander, which is where we are now. The weather isn't so good, so we're not seeing Santander like I'd like, but it's a beautiful looking city, absolutely beautiful. And after that, we're going to Bilbao to see the Guggenheim Museum. It should be really, really good. So that's our next stop. Let's hit Bilbao. So here we are, it's day 8 of our 12-day trip. So we're over halfway now. We are in beautiful San Sebastian. So we're gonna spend the whole day in San Sebastian, check out the old town, the beaches. So we'll see what San Sebastian has to offer. So it should be an exciting day, looking forward to it.
We had some free time in San Sebastian and decided not to go off on an excursion for the day. We spent all day in San Sebastian, and it was the best decision ever. If you've got the chance, we would highly recommend exploring San Sebastian. It's definitely worth it. Start with Miramar Palace, with gorgeous grounds and amazing world-class views of the bay. The Basilica of St. Maria is located in the Old Town. The building is well worth seeing. The interior is so beautiful. Walk the old town of San Sebastian. Don't forget, if you're enjoying our video and you want to see more, then come aboard and subscribe to our channel. Do some shopping or drop into some of the tapas and pinchos bars that line the narrow streets. Probably our favorite thing was walking up Mount Ergel. So we climbed up Mount Urgel. It's a long climb. It's pretty hot, but well worth it when you get to the top. The views are absolutely amazing. Go right to the top to the castle. The castle is pretty cool. San Sebastian is one of the top culinary cities in Europe. Make sure to eat some of the traditional pinchos. In San Sebastian, we stayed in the Silken Amara Plaza Hotel. It was a very nice hotel with beautiful views of the river, and it was only a 15-minute walk to the Old Town and La Concha Beach. So here we are. We're already on day 9 of our trip. Fantastic so far, and I gotta say San Sebastian was definitely one of our favorites. So today we're heading to Zaragoza. But before we get there, we're going to be stopping in Pamplona, and we're going to be running with the bulls without any bulls. So let's head off to Pamplona. Pamplona is a beautiful city that the world focuses on every second week of July with the running of the bulls. Each July, 1 million people come to Pamplona to have a great time celebrating the festival of San Fermin. What a great stop on our trip. While we stayed in Zaragoza, we had dinner at a wonderful tapas restaurant, La Flor de Lis. We had small roasted potatoes, spicy pulled pork, scallops, and cheesecake. What an enjoyable meal. Because I am in Zaragoza, and it's at night, and I think it's called International Square behind us here, but it's absolutely lovely. And oh, wait, a train going by. Cool. This place is lovely, and it's really cool at night. In Zaragoza, we stayed at the Silken Reino de Aragon Hotel. Staff there was really friendly, and the location was fantastic. Easy walking distance to El Tubo Old Town, which had loads of restaurants and bars. So it's hard to believe, here we are. It's day 10 of our trip, and we're heading to our last destination, the beautiful, vibrant city of Barcelona. When we get there shortly, we're going to do a tour of the Gothic Old Town, and then we're going to go down La Rambla, the busy pedestrian street. And tonight we're going to end it with some amazing flamenco dancing. So, hey, let's get going and check out Barcelona. So here we are, day 11, last full day. We are touring Barcelona again and seeing some of the amazing landmarks in Barcelona. So here we go. We'll actually see the Sagrada Familia Basilica today, but amazing views. So let's get this day going and see beautiful Barcelona.
What a spectacular thing. Look at it, they're always working on it.
Sagrada Familia is probably the most famous site in Barcelona. It's a one-of-a-kind basilica created by Antoni Gaudí. More than 140 years after construction started, it still continues. We did an afternoon excursion to Montserrat. If you get a chance, do not miss it. It's about a 45-minute to an hour drive outside of Barcelona. Well worth the trip. It's spectacular. So while we were in Barcelona, we stayed in the NH Sant Barcelona. It was nice, the rooms were very nice, but it was located in the financial district of Barcelona, and the negative was it was not close to any of the real famous attractions. And on our last night of the trip, we had a really wonderful dinner on the rooftop of an old bull ring.
So, can't believe it. Day 12, last day of our trip. We are at the airport, as you can see, and we're heading out of Barcelona. Great 12-day trip. If you've got any questions, please send us a comment. We'll tell you, we'll give you any information you need on our trip. It was great. Globus was really good. So, if you liked it, give us that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so you can see more of G&J on vacay. So until next time, keep traveling.